Eddie, a 1-1 draw on the road to Newton Aycliffe this afternoon. Just what were your overall thoughts on the game?
1-1 draw. I thought, went 1-0 up. Whether you call it against a run of play or against a good tactical decision, in that we sat in and defended well and didn't allow them to get any clear-cut chances. Went 1-0 up. Unfortunately, couldn't hold on to it. I think, by the end, boys were tired. Pitch was heavy. They played the ball around, moved it around a lot. Good football inside Newton Aycliffe, really good football inside. So they moved us around a bit. I'd have taken a point at the start, and I think the boys would, as they always say, draw your away games, win your home, and we'll be okay.
Just on the opposition, then, we've got to give them credit for how they played. Were you expecting them to sort of line up like that and play that sort of style of football?
Yeah, I think we'd spoken to a couple of people who watched or played them, and they told us how they were going to play. I think they didn't play out from the back as much as we were expecting. They did go longer than I was expecting, but yeah, I think they played pretty much like we expected, and we asked our boys to make sure we defended like we did against Stocksbridge, and they did, to be fair. I thought the boys did well.
Yeah, and just on the goal for ourselves, great work from Lewis Dennison to create a chance sort of out of nothing, really. Great
finish, great finish. I mean, the fact that it was on target was unbelievable. The fact that it went in was just, it was a class, absolutely superb goal by Lou.
Yeah, just on some of the decisions out there, there's always some maybe controversial ones. We'll start with the penalty just a couple of minutes in. Your view on that situation?
Penalty all day long, every day. That was a penalty. Goalkeeper took out the player, didn't get the ball. He said he played the ball. We didn't even get a corner. So, if he played the ball, the worst we should have got is a corner. We didn't get that. It was a goal kick, but it should have been a penalty. And the elbow, Andy's face exploded. He got cut above his eye. Clear elbow. Referee booked the player, didn't send him off.
And ultimately, do you think 1-1 draw was a fair reflection of how the game unfolded?
Yeah, I think there was a period in that game when we scored that we actually started to take the ball to them a little bit and put the pressure on them, and I think at that period we were on top. They were, take nothing away from them, they are a good side, a good footballing side, possession based footballing side. So to come away from here with a 1-1 was, I'm pleased. Don't lose your away games, that's the thing.
Ben Lewis and Matty Dixon both coming off with little knocks. Just what's the latest on them two?
Ben was injured after the last game. He's taken a knock, and it's exaggerated a little bit on that pitch. So he came off before half time. Matty, a little bit of cramp, and you'd expect it. The amount of work that people have had to do on that pitch, that is a heavy pitch. Have had to do. You expect players to be tired and get cramp, and Matty got cramp.
Yeah. And on to Tuesday night's game, it's break from league action. Are you going to use it as a chance to sort of utilise your squad and get players minutes, or how are you going to approach the game?
I'd like to use the squad completely. I think we've got players who don't want to be playing 3 games in a week. Saturday's enough for them. So there's time for other players to start. And we get some players rested, and if we can't play, if our squad players can't compete against a 100 Premier team, and no disrespect to them at all, none at all, if our players can't compete, we've got the wrong players, and maybe we should be taking some of the players that they've got.
Eddie, thank you very much for your time this afternoon.
You're very welcome, mate. Thank you.